Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to another vlog. It's been a bit since I last did a vlog, and I just thought before I go to work, I thought to just do one and just a little catch-up thing, really. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Back at work, back to normal. After the Christmas hubbub, as I call it, the whole thing. So yeah, back to normal, back to my normal working days, and you see, I'm back to 4 on 3 off, which is what I usually work. So quite happy with that. So yeah, back to normal. So yeah, I've just been preoccupying my time with watching films and just chilling out really. Met up as per usual with my good bud Smithy last night. We ended up going into one of my locals in Square in Hesel for a few drinks. Had like a little impromptu night out. And then come back to mine afterwards, and a mutual friend of ours called Steve, he joined us as well. And they didn't go until about 4 o'clock Sunday morning, when they managed to go. Had a takeaway, and that was that. And just like I said, I've just been sorting out, just been kind of chilling out and getting back into the whole video thing. Getting back into my regular main channel video stuff. Had a nice impromptu discussion on Friday evening with my good friend Tony from TFN and another friend of mine from TFN, Sammy Skullgren. He joined us as well for a little live stream over on Tony's YouTube channel. And we're just talking about geeky stuff, really, talking about Transformers and certain things like that, really. And that was cool. He did a live stream thing, and yeah, that was nice. It was it was a change. Getting back to normal, and and just having a we ended up, how long did we go for? About 3 hours, I think it was. I think it was a good 3 hours the stream went for, and it was good to kind of have a conversation with Sammy and Tony about things and catch up with them both, and that was good. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I've just been catching up with getting back to normal. I've uploaded a couple of videos on my main channel over the last couple of weeks. So I'm steadily getting back into the road and race with all that. Soon, hopefully start the planning process and the saving process as well for stuff coming up in this new year. I'm still in two minds whether to do the minicon, the TF Nation minicon in March. The tickets have gone on sale for that, but I'm in two minds whether to do it or not. It is doable because Manchester isn't relatively that far from me. It's a little over an hour, I think it's about hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that duration. So getting there is not a problem. It's just the expense on top of that, with everything else that might be happening later in the year. So I don't know. I'm gonna just have to see how money goes. Hopefully, yeah, just see how money goes. I mean, I would like to go and catch up with people, but I will be going to TF Nation in August. Either way, so I will be doing at least one of the TF Nation events this year, and it's always the main one in August that I do. or prioritise doing. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. We'll just wait and see. If I miss out on the tickets, I might maybe just go up for the day and just chill out in the bar and just. But it means I'm gonna have to get at least get a hotel room for a couple nights, because in order for the trip up to Manchester to work out for me, I'm gonna have to travel up the Friday, the day before, stay, and then obviously go home Sunday, um, Sunday afternoon or something like that. So getting there is not a problem. It's just whether I can afford it or not. So at the moment, I'm currently starting the saving process for stuff. Excuse me. So hopefully, in a couple more weeks or so, I might be able to kind of see about doing it, or whether I do it or not. Of course, like I said, TF Nation in August, I'm going to prioritise that. Also, that I am considering, well, me and Smithy are thinking of going abroad again. We don't know exactly where yet. We're currently narrowing some options of destinations. We want to go somewhere that's not Spain again. And also we are kind of on a budget between us. So I don't think, yeah, we're kind of on a budget, obviously, with it being literally, we're early in January, but we're looking at probably some point later in the year. So it gives us enough time to save for. So it could be around about, it'll be after August, I think, that we consider doing something like that. But we're going to have to start booking things relatively soonish. But yeah, I'll update you guys on what we decide to do, because I will be hopefully do like a vlog experience for that. And also I'll be doing a vlog experience for TFN in August as well. If I do the one in March, I will do a vlog experience for that as well. But they're literally the only things I can think of off the top of my head that I'm thinking about doing or is likely to happen. But like I say, I'm going to have to update you guys on a couple of those things in due course. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I had a bit of an interesting scenario. Yeah, a film that I got for Christmas. A film that I got for Christmas off my dad, or from my dad, and I got Transformers 1, the more recent fully animated film, based on the Transformers toys and stuff. And I attempted to watch it, I think it was on Friday evening, and I noticed the audio was all weird. It was breaking up. The audio was really, really bad, like it's just inaudible. And I thought, oh great, maybe I've just got a bad disc. So I tried to kind of go into the settings on the DVD player, on the disc, thinking it might have been a settings thing on the disc. Went through all sorts of things to try and rectify the problem. Nothing worked. So I ended up by going on Amazon and buying another copy, thinking it was just a bad disc. Because it does happen, with it being something that is mass produced, because they are produced in their thousands upon thousands of discs, you are going to get the odd one that's going to be defective in somewhere. It's just one of those things. It does happen. I've had a couple discs in the past that haven't worked. I've had it with video games. I've had it with all sorts of stuff where the disc has been, something's been wrong with it. So yeah, so I buy another copy of Transformers 1. It came Saturday. And so as soon as it came, or noticed it had come, I opened it up, put it in the Blu-ray player, and the exact same thing happens again. The audio breaks up. I was like, this can't be it. This can't be where I've literally got 2 copies where there's an audio problem on the disc. And part of me started thinking, I'm wondering if this is more to do with the audio and the frequency of the audio. Like, because, I watched a video by a YouTuber called Tech Moan. There's a YouTuber on a really good tech YouTuber, and he makes some really good in-depth videos about a lot of lost, forgotten media and technology stuff from like, God knows what. He ranges in all sorts of stuff. He does game stuff, video game stuff, hi-fi stuff, Walkman stuff, basically all sorts of stuff. And he also a lot of like, he goes into the old media players like VHS, cassette tapes, the different types of cassette tapes. He also goes into things like that and vinyl and records and all that kind of thing. And it's a really, really interesting channel. So I recommend him, a guy called Tech Moan. And he basically, I watched a video of his. That's one of his more recent ones. And it was talking about, I think it was about Dolby. Something with Dolby sound on it. And he said something about frequency stuff, which I remembered in the back of my mind, and saying that you need something called a decoder. It was a type of disc that they were producing for music. It was actually an audio disc that used Dolby sound. I can't remember the type of disc it was. It wasn't a regular compact disc, a normal CD. It had a different frequency, audio frequency, because it was through Dolby, or what would become Dolby sound. And so yeah, basically I found out that they had a different frequency. So if you put it into a normal CD player, it would recognize it as normal, but the audio would be, there would be no audio. You wouldn't hear anything. All you hear is kind of like white noise, static. And then what you need an external. I needed something that basically allowed the disc to be understood by the player. So you needed something to plug in, which enables the frequency, and it allows you then to play it. And you needed like a dedicated player or something as well, in order for it to work and to get the best sound out of the disc. And for some reason that kind of stuck with me when I was like trying to figure out why I was having audio problems with that Transformers 1 film. So I go into the actual DVD player settings, and according to the film, it used Dolby Atmos. Transformers 1, the audio for it is in Dolby Atmos, which is one of the more recent versions of the Dolby sound, and it's meant for home entertainment surround sound systems in order to get the best possible sound out of for the film. Basically, it's like cinematic sound. And so basically I noticed it was on automatic, so it should have automatically have recognized, and it should have just systematically, with it being on automatic setting, it should have changed to the right frequency and also it should have decoded the film in order for the audio to be understanding, so I could understand what was going on, and the audio wasn't messed up. But for some reason, it didn't do that. It didn't automatically change. So I manually changed it to something called DTS decoded or decoder. And so I went back, put the disc back in again, and it played perfectly. The audio was absolutely perfect. And then I tried the original copy that I got for Christmas, and that played perfectly as well. So basically, I've now got 2 copies of Transformers 1 that didn't have a fault to begin with. It was just my Blu-ray player didn't. The setting wasn't correct in the audio file, in the audio settings on the player. For some reason, even though it was set to automatic, to automatically, to just do it automatically, it didn't do that. So my dad said I actually mentioned it to my dad about the problem, and we're going to keep an eye on the Blu-ray player. We don't know if it could be the Blu-ray player that's at fault. It's not doing its job in the settings in order to decode, because it does actually mention things about frequencies as well, in kilohertz or whatever it is. So you got, I think it's 49 kilohertz or something, and then it goes a bit more. So you have got like this 3 kilohertz settings for the whatever it is for the sound quality. So yeah, but yeah, I managed to fix it, managed to rectify it for now. So I was able to enjoy. I was able to watch Transformers 1 finally on Saturday evening. So yeah, so that was interesting. I've never had that before. I've never had a film. I've never had that before where I've had to somehow change the bloody audio setting for it to work. I've never had that before. But because this film, Transformers 1, is actually all the audio and the sound is through Dolby Atmos, you do need, it's actually, designed for home cinema setups, for the best crisp, best sound, basically. So yeah, but anyway, it was rectified. Got it rectified anyway. But we're going to keep an eye on it, because I have noticed it is a bit of a finicky player, to be honest, that our Blu-ray player that we've got in the living room. It's an LG one, and we've had it for a while. I think we've had it since we've got the TV that we've got currently. And it's served as well. It has served as well, but it doesn't perform properly. It has a tendency to lock up. So basically, it can just randomly, if you turn it on, it just goes completely blank, and it's just a white screen. And then you try to press the eject button, it won't eject the disc, it won't turn off. It's like zombified. It just completely freezes up. So you've got to do like a complete factory reset of the player, and then it comes back to life. I've had to do that a couple times within the last 48 hours. It's a bit of a finicky player, so I don't know if it's probably on its way out. So, but we'll just keep an eye on it for now, and it might be an idea maybe to get a new player. I mean, I know Blu-ray players, the Blu-rays are still obviously coming out, it's still being released. Or Blu-rays, should I say, Blu-ray films or Blu-ray discs. They are still being produced. Video games are still being released on Blu-ray discs. But 4K is pretty much kind of taking over. I only have, I think, maybe 1 or 2 films that have a 4K disc in there. But obviously 4K players, I don't think can play Blu-rays. Unless there is a version out there what does allow Blu-rays as well as 4K discs. But I do know 4K and Blu-ray, they are technically different discs. So Blu-ray, Blu-ray and DVDs can, you can on a Blu-ray player you can play DVDs, CDs, and Blu-rays, of course. You can't play 4K films on a Blu-ray player because I think it's got something to do with the laser, I think, how it recognises, or something to do with maybe the decoding or something of the disc. It just doesn't understand it. If you put a 4K film in a Blu-ray player, it just simply will not play it. It won't in man anyway. So with a 4K player, I don't think you can play Blu-rays. So that's going to screw me over if we've got a 4K player, because I've got a lot of Blu-ray discs. So I don't really want to be messing around and changing everything I've got on Blu-ray onto 4K. I don't really want to do that. So we'll just see how we go. I mean, I want to get a PlayStation 5 at some point. I've been saying that for flipping years. But I want to get myself a PS5, and I know they're 4K enabled. So I might just use the PS5 if I do get one. I might just use that for the odd 4K film that I've got. I believe they've got a 4K disc drive on them. Well, the 4K enabled, or able to understand 4K anyway. Well, anyway, but that's going to be today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's good. I will try to come back at least once a week from now on with another vlog. Now that I'm back to normal, I'll be able to kind of do a bit more, do stuff, maybe go for days out. I mean, at the moment there is a couple things in the works that I would like to do, but I want to in like basically, like I just mentioned about possibly Minicon in March, TFM Minicon. Then there's TF Nation in August, and then possible holiday abroad later on in the year. Those things are possible to happen this year, but in between me going away and these other things that I'm planning on doing, in between all that, I'm gonna have to see about coming up with some ideas, even if it's just an out and about vlog. But it depends, It depends what crops up. I mean, it's a new year. You don't know what's around the corner. Something might crop up or pop up or come up at some point within this year, and it's something else that I can do as a possible vlog experience. But now that I'm back to normal, I've got more time to myself. I can actually do more, now I'm back to normal. So, but yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. There is more stuff coming. There'll be regular vlogs just like this, normal catch-uppy vlogs, and then probably actually some vlogs that I've got something to them, some kind of substance to them, or whether it's a day out or kind of like a travel vlog or something like that later on in the year. But keep your eyes peeled, and all shall be revealed in due course. But take care. Bye-bye.